A little knowledge is a very dangerous thing.
And they're going to continue to do it until somebody finally stops them.
I know for a fact, you can look in their eyes and tell when somebody wants to kill you that they had that face, that stone cold face, that appearance.
I could feel the vibrations coming off of it, but there was no sound.
They're going to keep playing that hand, and I think the general public is going to see through it.
Everything's active, unbeknownst to most of the people on this planet.
They need to hand over the reins because it's not theirs. It's the property of the United States military and people.
Give us what you got. Give us this information. Let us make our own decision.
At a certain point, you have to call their bluff.
Helendale, breaking news. We found something on Google Maps that will blow you away. But first, let's get to something super fast underwater. Watch this. It's good to be here with everybody from around the world. Blake, along with my brother Brent, we're going over breaking news videos coming across the planet. And let me tell you, this ride is intense and exclusive from Google Maps in just a bit. But what are we looking at? Look at this underwater submersible USO. It's under the water there, and it's cutting through the surface and underneath the water at the same time. I don't see any wake behind it. Are we looking at some kind of craft of unknown origin with propulsion that seems to be almost seemingly defying the laws of physics here? You would think you'd see some kind of weight coming off of this.
Well, these are the transmediums, and we're looking at it right there. You definitely see, I'm not seeing the kick up of water, but you're seeing kind of a trail being left behind as it just flies through the water. It's not creating a splash. It's just creating this kind of maybe a supercavitation activity happening where it's just right on the surface, and who knows, it just went right underneath the ocean right there. But this is like super, look at this thing. It caught their eye, and it's just blitzing right across the surface of the water, maybe within inches, maybe right in between the surface layer and air at the same time. We're watching you guys very closely in this live premiere. The chats really mean a lot. We're looking at your guys' suggestions here. And yeah, could it be maybe something biological or maybe a dolphin? I don't think so. Underwater drone? Yeah, possibly. Moving this fast? Again, something not in our assets, or maybe a deep black project. But again, there is some life forms out there that we're still not aware of. And look at this thing. It's cooking. And I don't know anything that cooks through the ocean like this without leaving any kind of tall tale signs of splashing. I don't see any kind of splash or anything like that. Strange stuff. More videos into Third Phase. Watch this. Okay, the videos coming in from around the world. I think we wanted to bring this one up once again because people are saying that they're seeing this kind of phenomenon in the sky, this plasmic orb of light, leaving this, again, a plasmic trail behind it. And again, what the heck are we looking at? Guys, we want to get your opinions in this live premiere. Again, the breaking news coming up with what happened in Helendale. We've got the evidence. I'm sure Google is going to start covering up what we're about to expose. But Brent, your thoughts on this? Yeah, it's wild. We just saw that open shot, and then you see these orbs right around this craft at the same time. When the shot begins, there's one at the lower bottom, and then this translucent cigar-shaped UFO with this bright kind of point, just kind of slowly traveling, probably about 15, 20,000 feet up in the sky. And there it is. There's a close-up orb, which is really interesting. Those are the ETs. Could this craft be an ET? I don't think this is Starlink. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't smell like a Starlink because these are blue lights, and then you got these kind of different tones of colors, and it's not separated. In my opinion, we're looking at something, either some sort of new Space Force program or something otherworldly visiting us as we speak. Yeah, the aspect of maybe a Space Force program above top secret, is it in the stratosphere or the memosphere, like at 90,000 feet or maybe 20,000? If it's either or, this thing, the length of it is at least, I don't know, a quarter of a mile to a mile, maybe 2 miles, depends on how high up this is. But it's not a celestial event, in my opinion. This isn't some kind of meteorite or space junk burning up. Yeah, let's take a look at that right when we started up. It's going to come in now. We're going to see that orb on the bottom of the picture. Here it comes. There it is. And then it just moves and it kind of dissolves out of there. And then you see it right next to this other orb as it passes. Could this all be in the same reason of the craft and the orb being in close proximity? That's a big question. Guys, we like we said, we got some breaking news coming up. I don't think the world's ever seen what we're about to show you, a discovery on Google Maps. But again, a lot of videos coming into third phase from unknown origin. Take a look at this. We see that the live premiere, people are piling in from around the world, and don't hesitate. Let us know where you're chiming in from. It's approximately about 10:15 right now, Hawaii time, and it's good to be with you from everywhere. And enjoy you in real time. This is pretty amazing what we're looking at. Some kind of biblical UFO, cross-shape, illuminated, up in the sky with no means of propulsion. People on the ground must be blowing their minds right now. Yeah, this is intense. We're looking at this golden cross just illuminated, flying over this old town with the snow on the ground, and it just has this kind of like presence, and it's just there. And the big question is, what's keeping that up in the sky? Something's come to mind. There's been operations and projects that were even stated in unacknowledged programs. These Project Bluebeam, where they're trying to create some sort of like a fake false invasion, maybe of the coming of Christ. That's that's been on the table. It's been written. You can look it up. It's in history. Is this what we're looking at, or is this some sort of projection illuminated purposely by humans? I don't know. This is just wild. Again, we're enjoying to be with you tonight and seeing everybody in this live premiere, and the live discussion it's intense and amazing, and we love the opinions. And nobody's an expert here unless we have the craft in our hands, the bodies, the debris, the craft. And if you could pilot it, then I'd say you're pretty much expert. But again, what the heck are we looking at here? The biblical features and the propaganda, if this is some kind of statement, or is it something paranormal going on? All I know is we love unidentified flying objects, and again, we don't see any kind of means of propulsion. It's up there in the cold night sky. It's snowing there, and I think this was captured in Europe, and a lot of people said that we got to take a close look at it. And guys, what do you think is the propulsion behind this? I don't see any FAA lights. This isn't a drone. This is plasmic energy in a cross form. And I know we've seen a lot of these videos, but I think this is really good with the perspective on how far it is off in the distance. This thing's approximately, 150 to 200 feet in length here. Well, it's way up there. We could tell that. And this guy's, he's off in a distance filming this object. And it almost seems like it started moving up and started taking off. I'm not sure if this thing's static in the sky. Does it have motion? I'm asking everybody in the chat. I'm wondering too. It looks like it's actually gliding up towards the night sky
very cool. Hey, everybody smash that thumbs up. We're just getting started over here, so prepare yourself for this new UFO sighting that just came in. Okay, once again, China is lighting up. We're getting the side-by-side comparison, and we're looking at something, in my opinion, is this kind of projection, this holographic imagery. Brent just brought it up. Project Bluebeam was a program, and they were bringing up these scenarios for propaganda to scare the masses via using holographic imagery. And I think what we're looking at here is some kind of a possible test of that at the moment. Or it could be something else, guys. What's your thoughts on this live premiere? Is this ET in nature or some kind of inside deep black project to do the psych op? Or is this maybe some kind of festival that we're not aware of? That's, I think, what we're hearing, that this happened just moments ago in China. Yeah, it's been wild. We've been receiving information this past week and month from China, and it's just weird. I believe this is in China. It could be maybe Thailand. I'm not. Let's narrow this down, everybody. The information comes in fast, but we're looking at something. This new technology. They don't look like drones. These things look like something that's gonna frighten the masses if it's done correctly. And again, Project Bluebeam and these holographic images that could be projected in the sky, creating this kind of a presence and the false flag event. It's just weird. We have these orbs, and it almost looks like a solid structure. It rotates slightly to the right, almost seemingly that it's lighter than air, but the stability of it and the projection, again, we don't see any kind of means of propulsion going on here. Let's just look at it. Are we seeing anything suspending this thing? It just seems that it's its own craft, almost plasmic-like, organic. And again, these bright orbs, almost seemingly like they're on fire here. They change color, and the whole thing moves in a direction that seems intelligent, controlled. But again, is it a projection upon a big movie screen suspended in the air? I don't know. I haven't seen anything quite like this. All I could tell you, everything you've seen right here since we started this premiere, there's no AI, there's no CGI. This is all 100% legitimate footage. The big question is, what are we looking at? This thing's still unidentified. It's off in a distance. This guy's just looking out. He's probably about a mile to 2 miles away from wherever this event is, and he's just trying his best to figure out what he's capturing. Guys, give us a big thumbs up. Again, it's good to be with everybody from around the world. And what's going on in this city? Do you have the answer? We'd like to know, and we'll give an update. But we'd like to put up stuff and try to figure out. We put these things up and ask questions later. That's how we roll here. We want to get down to the facts as fast as possible. And sometimes you just got to throw out breaking news like this one right now, coming in from an insider right here at Third Phase of Moon. Sent us a Gmail. I've never seen this thing before in my life. It's in Helendale, the Helendale base. It's got some interesting characteristics about its design. But first, we're looking at something that doesn't resemble any kind of aircraft that we're familiar with. If this indeed is, we send it out to experts, wanted to get their opinion on what we're sharing with you right here at Third Phase of Moon. I think for the first time to the world that they have no idea what it is. Everybody's questioning what the heck is going on. Here's the landing strip in Helendale, right there in the Mojave Desert. And then this thing popped up. We're going to get the name. We're going to give some credit where credit's due via the contact that gave us this just moments ago via our Gmail. Brent, your thoughts here? Yeah, this is cool. The whole base, Lockheed, and it's Helendale in the Mojave Desert. We know things are going on in the desert, and we're looking at something strange. And there's the landing stage and the tarmac, but then we see this, which is a great close-up of probably the hidden
underground base. This is where they keep everything locked. Probably a direct path right to Area 51, in my opinion. But we're looking at something fortified, and you can see the tarmac going right underneath the whole facade, hiding the tunnel base, in my opinion. And these are where the UFOs come out, the anti-gravitics, the unacknowledged programs, the reverse engineered craft. And then we pull back, and then we pull into this. And this is an exclusive of, let's just go back in dates right here, see if this thing was there.
So 2015, again, you go back in time on Google Earth and you're able to reveal time and date history. It was there at one moment, and now it's gone. I think the thing was been captured over a couple years, but as of, I think, around 2015, no sight of it. And again, I've never seen that image before, but it's up there right now, so you can go check the coordinates and go check out Helendale base and see if they scrub this imagery. And do we have any answers to what these that craft was, and what's the entry point to this? Is it just a massive hangar, or as Brent suggested, some kind of entry into tunnels across America and straight into Area 51? We've got the videos for you tonight, so we're looking at them. Once again, give us a big thumbs up, and if you want to share this video on your social media, just copy paste the link. Your friends will love you, because they're gonna say, how'd you find this information? And you tell them, Third Phase of Moon. Guys, any idea what's going on with this USO?
Yeah, again, I love just the information comes in so fast, and it kind of disappears. Like it's like yesterday's old news, a paper. But man, the archive just is amazing, and we get these sightings every day. And look at this thing. This thing's just popping, leaving no wake. Again, the supercavitation, transmedium technology. This could be something that we're looking at. Again, this new video that just came in. What's your thoughts? There's that orb on the bottom. It's kind of like gaseous, you see it. And then this bluish, translucent cigar shape just past another orb. This is wild.
Yeah, let's just let it roll. We're going to be in the chat. We're standing by. And let me tell you, Third Phase of Moon is a place to share your videos. Our contact is in the description below. Everybody, be safe. Just let us know what's going on with these videos. We're standing by right with you in this live premiere. Let's hear your comments right now. Type it up. Let's hear it. Come on. Let's go. Rock.
you don't know that at the very top, that whole project is being run illegally.
These are brand new witnesses, and they've got bombshell information to talk about.
These technologies are unsanctioned. They are illegal operations, and this can be proven in any court of law.
It's like, wow, nobody's coming after us. We're gonna do this until we can get away with it.
They would have so much control over everything if they had that.
If this information was all released, it could fall into the wrong hands.
They're using security as a cover for illicit or illegal or even treasonous activities.
The members of Congress didn't have the detailed information of the precise location.
Where they keep the bodies, the craft, the debris, all the evidence that we've been searching for the last 80 years.
He knew how to keep a secret. Secrets were his stock and trade.
They're literally making their own money to fund their own projects.
We have a source currently in the deep black world.
It doesn't matter if you're president of the United States, you're not going to talk about that.
There was this large monolithic slab, looked like it was elevated off of the ground.
It is traumatic.
Look, this is the most top secret shit you've ever heard of.